Good morning, and thank you so much for joining me today on day 5 of our 2-week yoga challenge. Today we'll be focusing on some forward bends and creating length in the backs of your legs and hamstrings. So let's get started. Come to any position that feels comfortable and close your eyes. We'll get grounded. Take a few minutes to start deepening your breath. Inhale and expand your ribs, feeling the ribs lift up and out. Exhale and pull your belly in, belly towards your spine. Relax your shoulders down. Lengthen the crown of your head towards the ceiling. And continue to breathe slowly and deeply while I set today's intention, which is to breathe into the places that feel tight. When you feel tension or resistance, exhale slowly and feel the tension soften and release. And if this intention doesn't speak to you today, please go ahead and take a moment to set your own. And open your eyes. Let's begin with a gentle seated twist. So stretch your left leg out in front, right leg crosses over, foot flat on the floor, or you can have it to the inside of your leg. Inhale, lengthen up your spine. Exhale and hug your left arm in around that right knee, twisting towards the bent knee. Inhale and lift your top of your head towards the ceiling. Exhale and twist. You may feel that left hip pulling forward, so feel as if you're pulling your left heel back a bit so you're stabilizing your pelvis. Inhale and come on back to center, and we'll do the other side. So stretch your right leg out, left foot goes across the leg, hug that right knee in. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Left arm behind as a stabilizer. Exhale and twist towards that left bent knee. Inhale, expand your ribs. Exhale and twist a little bit more towards that bent knee. Again, imagine pulling your right heel back so you're stabilizing your pelvis and twisting more from the mid-spine. And on your next inhale, coming back to center. For butterfly pose, bring the soles of your feet together. You can have them either close in or a little bit further out for more of a diamond shape. Inhale and lengthen your spine. Exhale and start to fold forward. Think of creating a cobra-like feeling in your spine. So rather than folding in like a curved type position, you're expanding your chest and folding at the hips. On your next inhale, coming back up, straightening your spine, and coming over onto your hands and knees. We're going to press back up into our first downward dog of the day. So hands are a little bit forward of your shoulders, toes are curled under. Exhale and hoist your hips up and back. Let's walk the dog to warm up the backs of the legs. So lift the right heel and press your left heel towards the mat. Relax your head, relax your neck. Let your head dangle. And switch right heel towards the mat, left heel lifts. Feeling now a stretch on the back of that right leg, the calf, the hamstring. And lift both heels up. Right up onto the balls of your feet, piking your hips towards the ceiling. And then lower those heels towards the mat. Moving into wide straddle forward fold, step your left foot forward and pivot to face the long side of your mat. Come on up, lift your torso, and bring your hands to your hips. Inhale and expand your chest. Exhale and start to fold forward at the hips. Knees can be bent generously here if you're feeling tightness in the backs of the legs. Blocks are also a great option for your hands. Bringing the floor up closer to you. Exhale and imagine melting away any tension you're feeling in the backs of your legs, in your neck. Lunge with the heel lifted. Walk your hands around to your front foot and sink your hips down. Keeping your heel lifted, your toes curled under. Again, blocks are a really great option for your hands here. So sinking the hips, feeling a stretch now in the front of that right leg. You can be high or you can sink your hips a bit lower. Finding those places that feel tension and imagining your breath moving into that area and softening. And lower the knee. Moving into half splits or nomad's pose. Again, you can use blocks here. Start to sink your hips backwards so that your right hip is over, your hips are over that back knee. You may need to walk the foot forward a little bit. Have your blocks handy. And think of creating that open chest or that cobra-like feel. So again, you're not rounding forward over that front leg. You're creating expansion in the chest and then folding forward to any degree that works for you. And if you're using your blocks, move those aside and step back. You can go through tabletop first, and then we'll push back up into downward facing dog. Again, taking a couple of breaths here just to walk that out. Lifting one heel and the other. Doing those 3 poses on the other side. Now step your right foot forward and turn to pivot the long side of your mat facing the other way. Come on up, lifting your torso. Hands to hips. Inhale, expand your chest. Exhale, fold forward at the hips. If you have a wall, you can put your hands on the wall or a chair. Hands to blocks or to the floor. Relax your head and shoulders down. And rock forward a little bit onto the balls of the feet and then back onto the heels. Exhaling into those places that feel tight, feeling some release. On your next inhale, lift up and start to walk your hands towards the front foot, moving into lunge with the toes curled under. Again, blocks or hands on the floor. Start to sink your hips. So your hips are low in this lunge, feeling it across the front of that left leg this time. And gently lower that knee, moving into half splits on the other side. Walk the hands back. Lift the toes of the front foot and curl your toes back. And start to fold over that front leg to any degree Just feeling for a gentle stretch in the back of that right leg. On your next inhale, start to walk the hands forward, bend the knee, and just make your way back onto your back. For a butterfly on your back. So like we did at the beginning, but we're doing this now in just a different orientation. Bring the soles of your feet together. Take hold of your ankles, and you can either have your feet close in towards your groin and you're pressing your low back in, or it might feel good to bring your feet up a little bit higher towards your chest and allow your tailbone to curl up. On your next inhale, let your feet come back to the mat. You can stay in this lying down position. Allow your knees to knock in together, arms up by your side. And just taking a few moments to close out our practice for today. Feeling gratitude and appreciation for taking this time out for yourself. And as you move through the day, make a conscious effort to pause and to notice areas of tightness in your body. And exhale slowly, imagining that area softening. And open your eyes. Thanks so much for joining me today for day 5 of our practice. I hope you have an amazing day, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Thank you.